Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dimitri. So today I'm going to show you how to work with filters. We're going to be using Jupyter notebooks and we're going to be using Python, of course. In this scenario, I'm just going to import these libraries. Then I'm going to create a data frame that is coming from a CSV file. Let me just show you real quick what's the data about. So you guys can see that there's some data about COVID. This is all fake data, okay? And what I want to do here is I want to filter this data by city and sex. So I'm going to have only people from Milwaukee, and then I'm going to have only females. So females from Milwaukee, those are going to be my two filters. So in order to do that, I'm going to start by Milwaukee. So I'm going to filter Milwaukee. I'm just going to create a variable called Milwaukee, and then I have to call my data set, right? And then I'm going to specify that I want my city column, and then here is the condition. So I'm going to call this Milwaukee, and that's it. So this is my first condition. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my second filter. So I'm going to create a second variable. I'm going to call this variable female. And then my column for that it's sex. And then the condition that I want there is female, which is represented by an F. Okay, so let me just explain what's the result from this. So if this filter finds a Milwaukee, then it's gonna give you a Boolean value. So that means that it's gonna give you a true for the first result, and then it's gonna give you a false, false, and then true, and then true. So that's how it's gonna work. The same for the second variable. For female, we're gonna have true, 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 false, false. So let's copy this variable here and let's corroborate that. So you'll see that Milwaukee has the true, and then you got false, false, and true. False, false, true, true. So that's actually working. And let's go to female. Let's run this, and we're gonna have something similar. True, true, true. So we should have three females here, and then male, male, which is false and false. So that's basically working. So our two filters are working separately. Now here's the tricky part. So we have to kind of unify those filters, right? So we can have those, let's say the people in Milwaukee that are female. So we could have those two filters together. So for doing that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new variable. Let's call it Milwaukee female, so we don't get confused. So we know that that's actually the mix of these two variables. And then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my first filter, which is Milwaukee, and then I'm going to call a condition where, and then I'm going to pass my second condition. So that's basically the logic. So this way, you could have the first value with the condition Milwaukee, and then here in the condition, you're going to have the second value. So it's basically kind of mixing those values now. And that's it. So what I'm going to do now, it's I'm going to kind of verify if these filters are working or not. So same logic. So if I have my data here, I'll see that the first value, which is Milwaukee and female, this filter should be true. Second one, because I don't have Milwaukee here, that's going to be a false. This one's going to be a false. Even if they're females, those are going to be false because Milwaukee is not there. And this is going to be false as well and false because I have Milwaukee, but I have a male in these two categories. Then I'm going to have some true values here. Okay, let's see if that's working or not. So I'm just going to call this variable and I'll see what's going on. And I'll see that there's one true for Milwaukee female, which is the first value. And then I'm going to have false, false, and some true right here, which are basically these values from here. So I can see that the filters are actually working. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with those filters. Let's just do something with that, just to kind of see if that's worth it, if we can actually take that data and do something with that. But the filters are ready. So I could say something like, just going to create a, I don't know, a random kind of an histogram, histogram, sorry. And I'm going to say normal, and then I'm going to pass my Milwaukee female, and then I'm going to plot this. Then I want a histogram, not a Instagram. So PLT that show, and that's it. So let's see if we get something from this Milwaukee female variable, which is actually the filters applied to this data frame. Okay, if I run this, okay, it's saying something. Okay, I'm missing something. So I definitely forgot to pass this X here. So let's just run that again. And I have something here. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about this. I just wanted to kind of do something with this variable, which already has all the filters. And that's it. So you guys could actually create other filters. So it's up to you. You could say something like symptoms, and then you could index your symptoms column. And here you have to specify what type of symptom you want. So you have some of this here. And then you could create another filter. Instead of sex, you could create a blood type, or I don't know, maybe a smoker. That could be another filter. Or you guys could actually work only with one filter. That'll be also another option. Okay, I hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you later.